Right now, you probably think the creators of ChatGPT are swimming in cash. It is the fastest growing app in human history. Everyone uses it, from students to massive corporations. But here is the dirty little secret of the artificial intelligence revolution. OpenAI is quietly burning through billions of dollars. They are bleeding cash at a rate that would terrify any normal investor. But that money is not just disappearing into thin air. It is flowing directly into the pockets of one single company, a shadow monopoly that is secretly taxing the entire future of humanity. Welcome to the greatest wealth transfer in modern history. Welcome to the Great AI Heist. Back in 1849, during the California Gold Rush, thousands of people ruined their lives digging in the dirt, chasing an impossible dream of overnight wealth. The guys who actually got filthy rich? The ones who did not touch a single piece of dirt. They were the merchants who sold the shovels, the pickaxes, and the tents. Fast forward to today, and history is repeating itself perfectly. Everyone is looking for the new digital gold. But while tech giants are fighting to the death in a multi-billion-dollar cage match for your attention, all the real money is being scooped up by the guy selling the digital pickaxes. Let us look at the illusion of artificial intelligence. When you ask ChatGPT to write a polite email to your boss or generate a picture of a cat, it feels like absolute magic. But AI is not magic. It is brute force mathematics. Imagine a gigantic factory with millions of invisible workers doing complex calculations at the exact same millisecond. That factory needs electricity, massive cooling systems to prevent everything from melting down, and physical space. Just keeping ChatGPT awake and ready to answer your questions costs an estimated $700,000 every single day. And that is just to maintain the current system. Training a new, smarter AI model, that costs hundreds of millions of dollars up front. The companies building AI are not making a profit right now. They are locked in a brutal survival game, using mountains of investor cash as ammunition. So who exactly is supplying all the ammunition for this corporate war? Meet the undisputed cartel of the technology world, Nvidia. You probably remember them as the guys who made your video games look pretty. For decades, they built graphics cards so you could play Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty with decent frame rates. But while everyone was focused on gaming, Nvidia made a massive, legendary gamble. Their CEO realized that the exact same technology used to render a three-dimensional explosion in a video game was perfectly designed to train artificial intelligence networks. He bet the entire company on it years before anyone else even cared about AI. Today, they hold the entire tech world by the throat. They created a tiny piece of metal called the H100 chip. It is the undisputed brain of modern AI. And right now, it is the most valuable physical resource on planet Earth. Nobody else can make it quite like them. And even if a competitor somehow builds a faster chip, Nvidia has a secret weapon. It is a piece of software called CUDA. For 15 years, Nvidia made sure that every AI developer in the world learned to code using their specific software environment. It is a brilliant, inescapable trap. Once you build your artificial intelligence empire on Nvidia technology, you cannot easily switch to a cheaper competitor without rebuilding everything from scratch. You are completely locked in. And because Nvidia owns the monopoly, they set the price. One of these tiny chips costs up to $40,000. And you cannot just buy one. You need entire warehouses full of them. Mark Zuckerberg recently announced he is hoarding 350,000 of these chips for Meta to build his own AI vision. Do the math on that. That is tens of billions of dollars from just one single customer. Nvidia's profit margins are completely ridiculous. They are making almost a 1,000% markup on every piece of hardware they sell. Their stock has exploded, making them worth more than the entire stock market of some developed nations. But why are the smartest billionaires in the world paying these insane prices? Why are Google, Microsoft, and Amazon throwing blank checks at Nvidia? Pure, unadulterated panic. The fear of missing out. If Google stops buying these chips, they lose the AI race to Microsoft. If they lose the race, their entire search engine empire dies overnight. Nvidia knows this, so they just sit back, control the supply, and watch the tech giants fight over the scraps. Chief executive officers literally beg Nvidia for a higher place in line to buy these chips. It is like buying VIP tickets to the end of the world. Subscribe if you want to understand how the world of money actually